design a curriculum for engineering and especially for civil engineering?
Only thing is, can I design this AI? No, but I can use AI as a tool.
Yes. What are the new technologies which are related to digitization or digital technology or the IoT or AI that comes in your way of functioning?
Especially in the civil engineering, what happens? You cannot, artificial intelligence, you cannot write a thesis how to handle labor, how to talk to labor, how to talk to site. There is a mitigation, there is a problem.
Today, for civil engineering, data structuring and data formatting is very necessary.
How do we actually design a curriculum for engineering and especially for civil engineering? Let me just a few words. When I started my engineering in 1981, we had 3 to 4 papers, though I am from mechanical engineering, from civil engineering only. So those civil engineering papers which we studied earlier, in fact we studied starting from masonry up to certain labs were also there. Gradually they started, getting replaced by other subjects, especially from computer science also we started learning computer science, etc. Now people are thinking that, AI has come. So we need to somehow ensure that our students learn AI. To what extent? That's my question to all of you. Probably I think you can expand on your own way. To what extent actually we can include this AI in the curriculum, and how do we prepare our students to understand AI or use AI as a tool if required? I use the word if required. Sir, Ravi Chandra sir.
See, I'll tell you, today you are talking about a curriculum, not only today, even in the past. When I finished my engineering and I came to in the society to get onto the job, because I came to Bengaluru for 3,000 salary. That's how I started my career. So 2 years I worked for a company. And when I started my career, the first day I attended the interview, I was so prepared well that they are going to ask many things and we need to do. And completely, the practicality and the theoretical is nowhere they are correlated. Because I studied environmental, I studied traffic management, I studied road construction, I studied stones, many things I studied. But end of the day, when I went and sat in the construction industry, which is construction of apartments, they're more of a buildings, right? And where all these things will not come into the picture at all. It is only thing is that speak more of a structure. Now, my 90% of my preparation gone. It is refined to only structures now. Now, in the structures also, when I talk more of a theory, it won't work because practical knowledge was not there at all. Because even in the final semester, some designing happened. I took one building designing. I sat in the room, I decided, I submitted my project report. This is where I faced. Today in the market, I'll tell you, all the civil, especially you all people, children, what you are lacking, I'll tell you, you are getting into just like that to sake of a mark, sake of a degree, you're just coming and studying, that's it. And thinking that, I'll get a good marks, I'll go to the industry, I'll get a good job. Absolutely, it's a wrong conception. You will never get a job if you get a good marks. Only thing is, marks is required only to get into the interview, that's it. You will be called for an interview. Today, civil engineering fate is such a like that, even if you have a 35 marks, just pass also, you'll be called for an interview. That is the situation. But how you crack the interview, what knowledge you gain, how you are going to answer, that really makes more sense. I'll give you 2 examples. One, there is a guy who secured like 90 to 93% of great marks and fail in the interview. He could not able to answer any of my questions. But there is another guy who is just 40-50 average guy. He is just speaking everything. Whatever I'm asking, look at his body language, look at his confidence, look at his telling. If you don't know also, he's telling, sir, give me a chance, I'll learn and I'll exhibit. So there was one guy which he could not answer anything. But look at his confidence level and the leadership quantity. He said, sir, give me one chance, don't pay me salary. I'll work for 1 month for you. If I prove, you continue me and then you fix me a salary. If I fail, I'll go out of the company. Give me one chance. This kind of a confidence people needs to carry outside. But here you just carry the marks, but not the confidence, not the leadership qualities. This is what the engineering colleges has to inculcate in our children. That is number 1. Number 2, when it comes to the artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence for me actually, artificial intelligence, it is just for a sake of our intelligence, because civil engineering, what happens? Artificial intelligence, you cannot write a thesis how to handle labor, how to talk to labor, how to talk to site. There is a mitigation, there is a problem. The artificial intelligence, definitely yes, it is required. Where? To plan a site, to plan the progress, to just deal with the documentation. All those things, there is a very few segments where artificial intelligence can come. I clearly tell you today, whoever, see today, till last year there was no scope for civil engineers. Today suddenly it has started. You know why? Today, JEE mains, it will be cracked to get a seat in IIT. Today, IIT 64th rank IITian took a civil branch. Civil branch in the past, 3,000, 5,000 rank guys, they used to take only civil when they don't get any other courses. But today, 67th rank guy is taking civil. That is civil. Because I'll tell you, everyday life, the moment you get up, where is that house constructed by civil? The moment you get to the toilet, the sanitation, the water pipelines, everything designed by engineer. The moment you get onto the road, traveling to the office, it is again created by engineer. You give how the civil engineering and the construction inculcated, involved in your personal life itself. You are sitting in this building constructed by civil. Then again you tell that there is no scope for civil engineering. Absolutely, it is not right. So this is what I wanted to just tell
Thank
few
you.
things.
As a summary, can I take it that AI can be just start as a small portion of taking using it as a tool rather than make them as AI engineers, let them be more hardcore civil engineers, and let them learn AI tools to understand that how they can use AI into that's the whole summary that what you gave. Now we have Nagesh sir, you are also on our board of studies and you have given a lot of suggestions for us. How do I improvise curriculum, etc., and all that? What is your opinion on this inclusion of AI in civil engineering curriculum?
Sir, AI, I would say, other than information science or computer students, they should be taught how to use it as a tool. And when I'm using a tool, the tool has got a limitation. And if, as a civil engineer, I do not know the limit of AI, I would be abusing AI rather than using it. So that is where these students are to be taught. This is a wonderful tool. And unfortunately, because civil engineers, especially since students are also here, I would honestly say, I have seen 4 generations of civil engineering now. I am a second generation civil engineer. My father was a civil engineer. So I have seen 4 generations. Out of 100 civil engineers, there will not be one who can stand up and speak to his own team. Since we are not expressive, we are not heard. People have not understood our way of life and our problems at site. As he said, the mitigation at site cannot be understood by 2 human beings in the same way. Then what can AI do for me? So this is something that we have to know. Well, as far as civil engineering is done today, as far as today is concerned, AI is an absolute necessity, but as a tool, not as a subject. So the AI should be a complementary thing. You teach every subject. Within that, you can design a couple of exercises where students will use AI as a tool to summarize what they learned, to represent something that they learned in this subject, and then get something like a comprehensive information of this. Then you are tuning up them to use AI in different parts of civil engineering. That is what I believe in.
So similar viewpoint you have given, and of course you guided us, especially in the recent board of studies. So from the upcoming curriculum, completely we have changed everything as per the suggestions given by the board of studies. We are going by that.
Thank you.
Dr. Lakshmikant, you are of course in the research part as it is. How much of AI is required for civil engineers if they want to get into the research?
Sir, I would start from a very basic level. I think I'll completely agree with my panelist. AI is a tool, definitely there is no doubt in that. But the way it is being used actually matters a lot. Now when it comes to civil engineering, I wouldn't say it is completely AI. If you take different, let us say, take for example, scheduled maintenance of some water treatment system or wastewater treatment system. Earlier it is like a yearly maintenance system. On some particular day you mark it, you come and check it. It's like, and you come when there is something that has happened or some damage that has happened. It's not like, preventive thing and all those things. So these kind of things were taken over by the IoT thing, not the AI basically. IoT is nothing but the sensor things, the SCADA system or the IoT thing. What they will do is they will generate data and they will be feeding in a, a loop kind of thing, or they'll be feeding to some data logger or something. So using that data now, what has happened is AI is like kind of doing like a preventive maintenance. It's not like a scheduled maintenance. They will say, if there is a chance of a failure, if there is a chance of something that is going to happen, then these kind of places, this AI is playing a role. It is coming to picture because AI is nothing without data. And if you don't give the proper data or correct data, then there is no use of it. And like Sir said and Sir said, I think AI will play a role in understanding different things. Now, if you take other examples also, what is happening is they are looking at the kind of forensic sciences or forensic part of it. Forensic in the sense, what happens, when there is a failure. Then by studying that, they'll say that, what should be done to prevent such kind of failures in existing structures or existing buildings. Such kind of things, AI is being used now, like, to prevent some kind of major damage or, a failure or something like that. So these kind of places it is being used, but then I completely agree that it should be a tool, but then the updation in the present curriculum is very important, and exposure to the existing systems that are there, that are using this IoT or AI-enabled IoT or AI-enabled systems, that needs to be taught to the, students.
Sir, I would like to add one thing here. The data science specialists and developers can help us in one thing. Civil engineering data is abundant, but they are not in a structured way. If that can be helped by the data science professionals, by formatting our data in a better way, probably him, me, him, all of us can optimize the designs we make for the country. In most of the cases, you as an academician, most of our civil engineering designs go by a very huge factor of safety because we have a lot of human intervention coming in the process. Correct. So when we have data, now what I can design for work in this campus for your set of contractors, your set of materials, probably I can reduce the factor of safety and make things economical for you. Imagine now that happening for every pocket in this country, what we will be doing to this country. That way, today, for civil engineering, data structuring and data formatting is very necessary. We are not even at the datum level for as far as data structuring of civil engineering is concerned.
Yeah, I can just add up before I'll just take. That at present, when we look at many of the mapping that is being done by the revenue department, they take the geospatial data, the image processing, and then they say, in fact, if you can actually carry your mobile to your place where you have the field is there, just go and then get the coordinates, and you will get what is your kata, etc., and all that. This technology is happening, even including AI also into that as a tool. So, what's your opinion? Openly, I'm just asking any of you, sir, and also all of you.
I can proudly say I have experienced this technology of what you said, data imagery, satellite imagery. After my retirement, I worked for the Indian Army for about 10 months. Because I am a senior citizen, I was tracked every second by the science. And I have seen the satellite imagery where I am moving to the accuracy of 1 meter square. That is how they track me because of my own security. So I know how much it is valid. Being a diabetic, when I got down for relieving myself at an undesignated place, even though it was an army checkpost, immediately I get a call on my mobile, sir, why did you get down? That is the accuracy at which. Now, imagine if that can be the thing. After all, if you consider me as a plan, I could hardly be 0.15 square meters. I am being tracked. What data that imagery can give to civil engineering? I can measure every drop of water that comes to the rain, as rain into this world, and we have a shortage of drinking water. Yeah, honestly speaking, I have done a research on Hassan district. Good, Hassan gets 1.95 times the total drinking water requirement of Hassan district in the most driest year.
Yes.
But we face drinking water problem. Yes, so we are not trapping
Working
it.
on it.
I am excluding the water that is drained into the Hemavati river. Other than that, that is the rainfall of Hassan district, but we have shortage of drinking water. That is where AI, now you can see that we are opening up. Now, only thing is, can I design this AI? No, but I can use AI as a tool.
Yes. And Mr. Ravichandran, actually you have been involved in so many big projects, etc. What are the new technologies which are related to digitization or digital technology or the IoT or AI that comes in your way of functioning?
Sir, actually after AI, definitely yes, even my office using AI because that has become a part. Even my client, whatever document I submit, today the client have stopped using their brains. My document has been loaded to AI and they are just pulling out all the faults, flaws, and they are mailing us back telling that, oh, this is what you are doing. Then I told my engineers, my thing, you also stop using your brain, take everything from AI, give it back to the AI, so that AI don't look at any flaws. So jokes apart, but I'll tell you, to what extent we should use AI. Here what happens, this is a civil engineering, this is a construction, right? Any software, if at all is not a usable what can happen? The software, it can be reformed or restructured or whatever it is. Imagine on the same AI data, if you construct a building, you construct a bridge, you construct a dam, what can happen? If anything small wrong thing happens, it costs a human lives, right? So AI can be used only as a data. You pull out a data. Earlier there was something called a Canis method, to find out a bending moments and everything, loads and everything. There was a Canis movement, and I remember one problem of a Canis method to find out loads on a structure. I used 10 A4 sheets to keep writing to find out one answer. And after that, at the same last year, I used one software called eTabs. In the eTabs, I am just loading everything within a fraction of minutes. It is just giving. See, that is a time. That is where the time of technology has. Again, it's a data. After loads, again you have to go and calculate yourself. You have to build, you have to design your building. Please use AI as a tool to retrieve all the data, information. Then end of the day, you should use your brain for a perfection and accuracy, without which buildings can go disaster, because still AI is not 100% secure. Still, if you see the data, you are getting wrong data. Data are not so perfect. But end of the day, human brains are immense. You have to go back and use that. Construction today, some 20-25%, wherever it is, as Sir said, GIS we are using, then all the urban development and AutoCADs and designing paths and everything, planning everything. But when it comes to the real essence of execution, when it comes to the final releasing of the drawing, it has to be a human intervention.
Dr. Lakshmikanthan, actually, I was, I just dwell a little more time on AI only. How much of this repetitive jobs in any of the research compared to civil engineering can be actually given to AI to crunch the data and also get some output? Is it really helpful in such repetitive work?
Yes, sir, it is definitely helpful, but then like Ravichandra said, it's like you said in the earlier phases, it's a prompt. How better you ask question or how accurate your question is, it gives that accurate answer. So a little here and there, it will give you vivid answers. A person has to be there. It's like something you put in, it will throw back something at you. But whether it is correct, that is, how correct it is, that remains the question. So an experienced person who knows about the design or who knows about other things has to be there to check whether it is correct or not. So